All right, hello, how you guys doing out there? It's Michael Chapman Jr. and I'm here with another video, and I want to talk about something a little bit different, and this is more on the technology aspect, and it's something that's kind of dear to me because I like to see the way technology is progressing, and a lot of you guys, based upon what has happened in the last year, you guys have heard or at least gained some sort of knowledge on the subject of cryptocurrencies. And I kind of want to talk on that today because I do invest. I do delve deeply within that space, and it's something that is a passion of mine because I want to see how it progresses over the next few years and how it really changes the way that data is transferred, along with the way that it also enables cryptocurrency or currency, a new form of currency, to be pushed from a technological level based upon the blockchain technology. And so within the subject, we're going to talk about ICOs. And I want you guys to think, I'm not saying that, ICOs are bad because obviously ICOs have to happen in order for some of these companies to get initial funding. But I don't think that we are doing our due diligence and to make sure that we have the appropriate information, or at least requiring a standard from these companies before investing. A lot of us are so bent upon the get rich quick scheme that we go in for the hype, we go in for the FOMO, and we don't really think about what are all the safeguards or what all is it that I need in order to ensure that whatever I'm investing on is going to have one, longevity, two, those that are backing it, have some track record, right? And then three, is this program, what is the system under? Is there already a blockchain in place? If there is any issue that happens, how long is it going to take for me to be able to actually have my coins in my hand? And I've seen time and again where people have invested on sites where you have no control of your coin. There is no external wallet. You have to leave your coins on the website, and you are at the mercy of whoever platform you're on. And I think that there needs to be more education, and there needs to be a lot more self-ownership when deciding what coins you want to invest in. And one of the things that I've been seeing over the past couple of months is that YouTubers are being the ones that are trying to promote and market these different companies, these different ICOs. And at some point we have to think to ourselves, okay, so there's a company, right? They are requesting people to invest in their platform, but they are not doing the necessary marketing in order to push whatever future product they're trying to develop, but they're utilizing YouTubers to market their product based upon them giving them a bonus or an upfront set amount of coins for pushing the product. And so let's say if I'm on the flip side and I'm that YouTuber that's marketing, I would then need to think, okay, so let's say the worst case scenario, because I'm promoting a brand that, one, typically I don't know who's running it, so I don't know the CEO, I don't know who's managing, I don't know the overall agenda for that company, because typically in the white papers it doesn't state, what is their full agenda. A lot of times it's, a high yield investment platform that's just promising an increase on your return. But I got to think to myself, okay, so if I'm promoting it, what is the use case for this product? Let's say worst case scenario, they're not able to provide the percentage because people are not readily pouring money into the product. Well, how is it going to still gain momentum? So as a high yield investment platform, I got to establish, okay, so if people are not hyped about this product, then it's going to end. And does this company, are they being put in a place to where if they don't deliver that there is consequences, or is there any sort of commitment, and I think that's a huge word, commitment to the community that it's promising or setting these high expectations for? And I see time and again where it's YouTubers that are promoting and they're really getting excited and they're saying, oh yeah, this is going to change our lives. You know, this is what we've been waiting for. This is years. We've seen how BitConnect did this, that, and the other. It promised, it had momentum. But unfortunately, due to the governments getting in there and shutting it down, you know, a lot of people lost their money. But this platform is different. This platform is going to do X, Y, and Z. But based on what? How do you know that? When all you're giving is a white paper that looks synonymous to other white papers, their percentage giving is synonymous to other companies, and there's not much difference besides maybe a couple changing languages between a reinvestment platform to a staking platform to, I mean, we've seen all these different scenarios, but what is the standard? If a standard is not set, if a standard is not required, then we will see the same domino effect that will happen. And I want to tribute in, you know, obviously I don't know what is happening all across the scenes, but if we let news be the determining factor as we look at the trends of the market, it's easy to see that as more and more people were learning about Bitcoin due to the whole BitConnect being and Devorcoin, you know, those two being the first high yield investment platforms where people by the masses were taking knowledge of. We saw that, you know, I want to say it's around January the 15th, but don't quote me on this, but it was around the exodus when the first securities were filed against these companies asking for them to cease and desist, that once, you know, BitConnect exited, or I can't even say that they exited because technically their site's still there, so that's a fallacy in itself. But once they decided they were going to stop their lending platform and they gave people back their tokens based upon a value that they set, right? And we saw a max exodus because of the panic that ensued. We saw the price of Bitcoin consistently fall, and it dropped dramatically, which is almost in direct correlation of when BitConnect decided to close. And then we saw right after that Devorcoin close. But if we take a stop and look at just, and we'll call it a brand because really it is a brand, because it's an idea that people are investing into in hopes that there is value into it, right? It's all a belief system. It's no different from the dollar bill, gold, or any other monetary thing of value. It's a belief system that people have to have. But if it is trust, faith, and belief in a product, a brand that enables it to increase its value, right? By having and not setting a standard for these businesses to enter into and people just shilling out their money to them without having a standard, is going to hurt. It's going to hurt the whole project as a whole, and that's what I'm concerned about. Because as soon as people type in, let's say in a Google search, Bitcoin, and the majority of the searches that come back is scam, Ponzi scheme, you know, all these negative connotations, people will choose to take these headlines versus actually understanding the technology and what it's intended for. And unless people change their mindset, unless people hold a standard on what it is that is acceptable, and a consensus is derived from that, you know, cryptocurrency is not going to hit those highs again. You're not going to see it 20,000 because those that were going to invest into it, those that were the late adopters, you know, the 2017, mid 2017 adopters, you know, they've already bought in, and a lot of them have sold. And so at this point, the majority of people have heard about it, but most people have chosen to either get into it and buy and sell out now, or they sold out in the, you know, past couple months. But I don't think we're going to see, you know, any new adoptions or a high demand unless there is value that is developed from this. So I just want to put that out there, and I don't want to ramble. And maybe I'll even do a part 2 because I want to be concise in what I'm saying. And maybe the next video is going to be talking about a standard. So what should the ICO standard be, so that we don't have a lot of phantom businesses, because these are businesses, and to even take a look at at myself to see if I'm even credentialized to make this statement. I'm in the business of development. I'm in the business of website development. It may not be, blockchain. It may not be cryptocurrency, but I have a development team. If you can go through my catalog of videos, you'll see we actually have um, development meetings that we've done live, and it's talking to my key programmers because we're trying to decide where it is that we are trying to take this. And I put them on YouTube because I wanted me to have, and it's not necessarily for everybody, but it was for me and my team. And then if people wanted to see kind of where we started and where we ended off, it's a great place to look at. But even with us, we are developing a product. We've developed a product, and we're not trying to hide our faces. We're not trying to hide our development team. We are right there in the forefront. And the CEO of Google said it best. If it's something that you have that you're trying to hide, you probably shouldn't be doing it. Cryptocurrency, if you look at it realistically, it's no different from any other form of monetization. But we've allowed people to say it's crypto, so it should be hidden. It should be away from governments. It should be the unknown. People should just have the faith in the blockchain that everything will be all right. But we all know that with technology, there's always an off and an on button. And if I don't know who has the ability to turn off the switch, then there is no requirements. There's no governing body. And I'm not saying there needs to be a government over it, but what I'm saying is that there should at least be some sort of a value to the customers. There should be some sort of a willingness to want to produce for your customers. But if nobody knows who I am, then I can say at any point in time, well, I've hit my quarterly goal, I've hit my yearly goal. Now it's time to, now I just want to exit out because I don't want to deal with anything else. I got the money that I need, so I can exit now, or I can stop production, or I can stop producing to the highest ability that I can. But when there's some ownership to your investors, then that also helps and enables you as the company to produce the best results possible. And then also gives your investors or the people that is utilizing or buying or however they're interacting with your product, gives them a peace of mind that what they bought in is of high quality and that the people that is creating cares about them. So with that, I'm going to leave this video because it's getting a lot longer, and I'll probably do a part 2 and a part 3. But with that, you guys, use your due diligence when you guys are investing in these ICOs. Do your due diligence when you're investing in these blockchain cryptocurrency products, because I want to see everybody win. I want to see everybody get what they were expecting out of it. But you can't do that if no standards are set. So with that, have a wonderful day. Bye.